Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm just gonna have a little discussion on what's it like being a South African in America. Because on TikTok, a lot of people have been asking me this. People will be commenting under my videos because I do videos on like American life and that whole thing. And people are asking me like in the comments like, what's it like being in America? What's it like being a South African in America? Or what's America like? All those questions. And so I thought I'd do a video in case some of you are wondering here on YouTube. So for the most part, I don't think I have a problem being a South African in America. I don't have like, oh, they're against me, or oh, they're chasing me out of the country. I really don't have that. I would generally be lying if I say, oh, Americans snub me. Now on social media, there are all those random weirdos that are like, go back to your country if you're gonna complain about this, or if you're gonna say you don't like this. Everyone gets that. There will always be haters. Now for me, I think the trickiest part living in America, just for me specifically, and maybe other people will get, is that I am actually colored. And I know in America, because of the history of the word, it's a bit tricky. Every time people ask me, they'll be like, so like Angel Hutchinson, you don't have a Zulu name or African name or South African name. And I have to like be like, oh no, and be like, oh, why didn't your parents give you that? You know, like where did Hutchinson come from? And then I have to explain. And then the part that goes like, and I've also just decided, like, if I'm going to see you again, if it's going to be a long term, or like I know I'm going to do life with you, I will explain the whole colored thing to you. But if I know I'm not going to see you again, I'm just like, yeah, you know, I took my mom's surname, or, you know, I'll just give like a quick story there and then. I'm like, yeah, not everyone has Zulu names in South Africa. I'll just say, oh, we're a melting pot. There's like Indian, white, colored. It's not just like Zulu people in South Africa. And they'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then we speak more about like the Rainbow Nation than me, myself. I always try to take the conversation away from me. I always get asked a lot about how I feel being in this country, what I think maybe. When I first got here, they'd ask me what I thought about the president, what I thought about the food, what I thought about the culture here. As coming from South Africa to here, there's a lot of adapting, because as a South African, we come from such a country that's very outgoing, social, in your face. We all your friends, to coming here where people mind their business. You don't know your neighbors. You stay on the side of your line, you know, that kind of stuff. So that can be tricky. And then also I find, and I'm not saying every South African is like this, I tend to feel like as South Africans, we tend to trust a lot. So we see the benefit of people. We're not afraid of like opening our houses to, which here is not the wisest thing. I don't know how to say this without offending Americans, but because of the way we are, like the Ubuntu in us, we instantly want to see that good side, and sometimes you just get bamboozled. And I'm not saying like get scammed, because that's next level bamboozle. I haven't had that. I find the food here very different. That was another thing I had to adjust to. And once again, I always say to people, Google the country you're going to stay in, because that's the biggest mistake I didn't Google this country. And so when I came, the food was a big shock, and you know how different it is to South Africa. But overall, it's good. It's just a lot of adapting. And oh, another thing that I find as a South African living here is Americans work, guys. There's this unspoken tension about grinding 24/7. Like they're on the hamster wheel. My host dad calls it a hamster wheel. They're just on this hamster wheel of work, work, work. And I'm always like, when do you enjoy the money you make? Because they'll work, 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 work. And then like I was like surprised when we were on vacation and people were on the beach with their laptops sending emails, and I was just like, why? What's the point going on vacation when you're on your phone and you're on your laptop the whole time? Now, don't get me wrong. In South Africa, there probably are people that do that. But I find if it's one thing we know how to do as South Africans is relax. It's like, sometimes it's too much. And so I've found myself at times where I've also gotten on that hamster wheel and just had to be like, wait. You also need to enjoy, and you need to have, you know, like there needs to be a balance versus like just constantly being on the hamster wheel and dealing with the unnecessary pressure. But overall, it's been good. It's been challenging, like living in any other country, to be honest. It's been different. I think just learning new things has been one of the challenges. But no, I'd be lying if I said they treat South Africans like trash, because the comments people make to me that are mean are more comments that they would make to anyone. I could have been from France, I could have been from Brazil, and they would say it to me. So it's never targeted at me or my country. it's more the person's personality that's just not a nice person. But yeah, that's all for this video. If you are a South African living in America, let me know below how's your whole situation. How are you feeling? How are you adapting? Because I do know that this is not for the faint heart. It does get hard at times, and for me especially, I don't have any family here. I was like the first one in my family to just be like, I am going overseas. And so I know some people are like blessed to come with their kids, their husbands, and also your story may be different. For you may be easier because you already had a squad with you, and so listening to this may sound pretty like far-fetched for you. Let me know how's your experience, and to everyone else, thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.